Hello and welcome back here on Forever Sports. In case you missed it, it's Scotland who go down to Ireland at Murrayfield in the Men's Six Nations on this Sunday afternoon by 32 points to 18. And if it must be said, Ireland looked pretty comfortable throughout that game. But for Scotland, of course, in that first half, it couldn't have gone any more wrong than it did with the loss to injury of Darcy Graham as well as Finn Russell, on the back of them losing Sione Tuipulotu, their talisman, inside centre. It was always going to be an uphill battle, and it was Ireland who took the lead in this game with a try from Calvin Nash to put them up and the conversion to 7 points to 0. They did then get a penalty via the boot of Sam Prendergast to go into double figures. And Scotland were always struggling to find themselves in the right areas of the field. They gave away one or two scrum penalties as well, which really set them back. It's Ireland who made the most of their time with ball in hand, as well as they're playing in the right areas of the field. And then they did, of course, get their second try, did Ireland, via Caelan Doris. And that was just a couple of minutes before half-time. Scotland was still without a score at 17 to 0. And then just on the brink of half-time, it was Duan van der Merwe who got over with a sublime finish in the corner to really perhaps give them something to go into half-time with. And it did sort of give them a spring in their step, because they came out in the second half and they had a moment where they perhaps were starting to feel a slight momentum shift. And they did, as a result, get a few penalties, which they decided to convert to put over the post for 3 apiece. They got 2 penalties. So at one point, the score was 17 points to 11. They cut that lead of Ireland down to 6. But as an excellent team does, they create a more sufficient buffer. They did so via a try from James Lowe, which was converted to go up to 24 points to 11. The lead was then extended to 13 points. And then, of course, the killer blow towards the latter part of that second half was the try from Jack Conan after a lovely little chip over the top from Jamison Gibson Park, gathered by Hugo Keenan. And then, as a result, a couple of phase plays later, it was Jack Conan catching the Scottish defence off guard. They were all over the place. Tom Jordan came in at 10. So you kind of feel for Scotland, of course, having to contend with those injuries. And then the momentum was really, truly out of the window for Scotland. There was no real way back for them in the end. Up to 29 points to 11. That try, of course, by Jack Conan, not converted. Scotland did, however, get their second try via Ben White to take them up to 18 points with the conversion. But at that stage, it was all just a little too late. Ireland getting 4 tries. And as a result, on the road here at Murrayfield, get a full 5-pointer to take with them to the Principality Stadium, where they'll face Wales next weekend. Scotland, of course, have to travel to Twickenham for the Calcutta Cup. We hope for Scotland's sake the likes of Finn Russell will be back. Darcy Graham, however, did do himself a more serious injury. It looks like head and neck. We hope that he's okay. But it's all over here. It's said and done. Flower of Scotland go down by 18 points to 32. It's been an absolute pleasure to take you through this one. It's a full 5 points on the log table for the Men's Six Nations for Ireland. The only unbeaten side after England cancelled France out by a single point last night, playing the Six Nations Open. Later on in the season, of course, we'll see Ireland come up against France. That will be the one to look out for. But Scotland have come up short, unfortunately, and will have to go to Twickenham with some new ideas and some answers. Ireland were just all too comfortable. Victorious by 32-18. Until next time, from myself, Roots, here at Forever Sports, I say bye for now.